What's going on, people, and welcome to a brand new episode of Too Many Games and Not Enough Time, the podcast where we get to speak to incredible people across the globe. Thank you so much for all of the support on the channel. Now, I've got to keep something honest here. I've been really trash at getting the podcast uploaded for Spotify and all of that. But I saw everyone's end of year Spotify and it made me say, no, Midas, you need to make sure the podcast is up there for the audio listeners too. So if you're listening on audio, wagwan for you. Make sure you come over to the YouTube, hit us with that subscribe, hit us and help us work towards that 5K. Now, I'm your host, Mr. Midas, but that isn't important, not at all. What is important is the incredible creator we have on today's show, because we have a content creator. He is a fellow PlayStation fanboy. We are talking some of the most incredible visuals in the game. Ralexxanderr, welcome to Too Many Games and Not Enough Time. Now, before I even let you talk, I'm letting the people know you've come on and you're sick. That's how much you are ride or die for the game. So,
yeah,
how you feeling?
Well, first of all, what an intro. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. And yeah, I'm you can tell straight away, I'm really bunged up, but I'm fine. I'm feeling fine in myself. I didn't want to bail on this. You know, I'm still playing games. I wanted to come on and commit to it. So yeah, I'm here. I'm ready for the podcast, and yeah, I'm happy to be here. So thanks for having me, man.
Well, I appreciate having you on. Now, we connected via a mutual gamer called Sal. Sal, I came across on Instagram because he had incredible visuals, and then obviously you jumped on using chat and stuff like that, and I saw your visuals too, and I love it. Like, for me, I really love attention to detail and visuals. But something that strikes me that was really important and poignant. So we're gonna start there. We're not gonna start the way you probably think we're gonna start. So the other day on Twitter, you did a bit of a thread, kind of speaking about having the confidence to kind of be forward facing within your gaming and stuff that you do like that. And obviously a lot of your posts are like really clean cuts or consoles or your amazing setup that we can see behind you. But what was the thought process that made you feel like you really need to kind of become forward front when it comes to your creativeness, when it comes to content creating?
Okay, so yeah, back earlier in the year, so I'll start at the beginning pretty much. Back in March, I took like a month off socials completely, because I was in one of those ruts where I didn't know where I wanted to take my content. Am I even good enough for this game anymore? Like, I was literally gonna delete Instagram, delete my account, everything. I was gonna sort of throw in the towel, and then I evaluated a few things and changed my mindset and you know how I want to approach things going forward. And then I came back at it in April, just started slow with a few setup shots and stuff. And then I got invited through a PR agency to go to the Logitech G Masterclass in Manchester in May. And I knew that Sal was going as well. Big up Sal, great guy, legend. Yeah, so, and that was the first time I was going to get the opportunity to meet Sal. So I thought, yeah, why not? I'll go. You know, it's cool to be invited. Logitech G, big brand. So yeah, I went to the event, and there was a lot of people coming up to Sal, recognizing him from his content, you know, because he does a lot of face-to-cam talking.
Yeah.
Even if he's not doing like, you know, face-to-cam stuff, he's doing like voiceovers and things. And it really inspired me. It really inspired me to put my face to my content a bit more. I have done that in previous years, but for whatever reason, I just kind of stopped. I think I got caught up too much in that. I'm kind of known for this setup sort of thing. You know, like when I started building this setup, I wanted to create something unique, something that I've never seen done before. And you know, I think for the most part, like I've nailed it. But the thing is, I aside from the setup, I wanted people to know Ralexxanderr. I wanted people to know who I am. You know, I'm Ryan. And it just, yeah, Sal was a big inspiration for that, because not just the thing of people coming up to Sal and knowing who he is and having that sort of like fame, if you will.
No, it's all about the branding, isn't it? It's actually branding your face to your, because it's dope. It's dope having your background as a brand, but your background's not coming to events with you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I really wanted to show people like my personality, and I don't think I don't think I'm really into doing the whole face to cam talking thing. Like I know you do a lot of that stuff as well, and you pull it off really well. I personally don't think that's for me. Voiceovers maybe, but I just prefer to stick to like putting my face to content in the form of like pictures on my feed, and then maybe videos at events or something. But yeah, I really wanted to just, like you say, let people know who I am as well, like the person behind this setup.
Yeah.
You know, not
That's
just an
dope.
account. Yeah, so that was the main thing. But like I say, Sal was a big inspiration for that, and he gave me the confidence. And we had a before the event, the masterclass, we went out to Nando's, and we were like just chatting amongst ourselves and just talking about our goals and stuff and what we want to do, what brands we'd like to work with. And yeah, it was the masterclass as well was really insightful. And I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but I'm going to be working with Logitech for the new Astro A50X headset.
Oh, that's sick! Congratulations.
Thank you, man. And yeah, and Morgan, the community manager, when we had our meeting.
Shout out Morgan.
Shout out Morgan. Yeah. I told her honestly, and this is still true, that masterclass saved me as a creator. Like it genuinely saved me. Like I asked a lot of questions. I stood up when they were, you know, doing the panel and stuff, talking about burnout, how you stay consistent. Do you need to post every day? Is that consistency, or do you just need to have like a consistent theme? And yeah, that masterclass was really insightful. And then pair that with meeting Sal for the first time and getting his tips and tricks. I came out of that masterclass and I was like, the rest of 2023, I'm gonna go at it full speed
That's
ahead.
dope.
And then
that's super dope. And
yeah,
the reason why I even started a conversation that way is because it's really important for creators to understand that the support network you have around you can change the game for you, literally. Like people like Joe Grind from Joey's Funhouse I speak to
Joey.
on a daily basis, and people
Love Joey.
like King J and people like my brother Mini Midas and stuff like that, and having a really good support unit of creators that you rate. Like don't just have people around you just for the sake of it. You have to enjoy their content, love what they do, and then be able to have that mutual respect and connection. But Ryan, forget all of that jazz. Let's talk about some video games. Now we are both huge PlayStation fans. Like I see your controllers. Yeah, I see the swag. I see it. Do you know what? I'm slipping. My PlayStation. I've got 2 PlayStation hoodies behind me. I'm not even wearing one, but we're gonna talk about 2 games. So the first one is a PlayStation game that made you fall in love with what Sony do with their first party studios, and 2, a new gen game that you cannot stop playing on your PS5. So firstly, I want one that stands out when you think about the PlayStation library. What's something, doesn't have to be your favorite, but what's something that just sits in your heart?
For me, Days Gone. Days Gone it got very mixed reviews at launch, and I know that Sony have now they pretty much said that they cancelled the sequel, right? And I know that Bend Studio, the devs behind Days Gone, they're working on a brand new IP. Cannot wait to see what Bend have got cooking. So yeah, even though we're not gonna sadly get to see, again, no spoilers for anyone who's not played Days Gone, but even though we're not gonna get to see Deacon's journey sort of continue, that game is, I go as far to say it's my comfort game, which is kind of wild because it's about a zombie apocalypse and a guy, you know, like a guy from a biker gang trying to find his wife, and it is a very cliche story, it is, but the way that Bend pulled that story off and the way that it ended, and like throughout the game you genuinely start, at least in my opinion, you genuinely start to feel sorry for Deacon, and you really want him to find his wife and get through like the zombie apocalypse and stuff. It's just, that game is just awesome, and you can ride around on his motorbike, and the music starts playing as you're roaming around the massive open world. So yeah, Days Gone is a very special game for me. I know that's PS4, but they did bring an update for PS5, and it runs absolutely superb on the PS5. It's not a native version, but the performance mode, 60 FPS, no frame drops, it's stunning. But just quickly touching on a game that is going to be continuing, Ghost of Tsushima.
Wait. Why are you trying to move forward, fam? Let me talk about the game, right?
I'm getting excited, bro. Like, PlayStation, smash it, man. They've got so many good games.
So Ryan, I am known as a Days Gone hater.
Really?
I honestly cannot stand Days Gone. But to be honest with you, like, I'll be honest with you,
That's
I don't hate Days Gone at all. It's just something that I joke about a lot online. Like, I'm always going at like the Days Gone fans. But I feel like for me, one of the things that I love about PlayStation, especially their first party single player games, they have such a, I wouldn't even say that they're unique, but they have such a they're done so well. Like, I can't think of the word.
Out there, like they're just,
yeah, they draw you in, they're captivating, but they're actually very well made. Like, obviously you have PC ports where they're buggy all day, but most of the first party games run really well. And just Days Gone just didn't connect with me, and it didn't connect with me for a few reasons. One, I feel like it had way too much issues. Like, I used to get annoyed because what's the lead pro tag's name?
Deacon St. John.
So Deacon. So sometimes Deacon, I'll be sneaking through and this guy just starts shouting. I'm like, why are you shouting, fam? Like, and I was like, we're meant to be sneaking and he's just shouting for no reason. I'm like, why are you shouting? Another thing that I never loved was, for me, I felt like, you see, like when you're on the bike and you're with his best mate, when they were talking, I couldn't tell who's who. I didn't feel like the voice actors were unique enough for them to stand out. So when they were having conversations with each other, I couldn't really work out who's who. The hordes of zombies, that was sick. I feel like that was really, really sick. And I feel like that's where it was strong. The bike mechanic, I thought that was really cool to kind of, because we've had, if you think about things like if you think about things like The Walking Dead and stuff, they always have biker gangs and stuff like that. But that's never really thought of in the zombie apocalypse. But I'm not the biggest Days Gone fan, but I'm always taking a mickey of it online. But I don't really hate it. It just didn't have the Sony polish that like an Uncharted 2, a God of War, they have for me personally. Ghost of Tsushima, tell me why you love it.
Well, just before I go into that quickly, the Uncharted games as well. That slipped my mind because there's so many. Like, I'm not even just saying it because like I love PlayStation. There are so many great games. The Uncharted series are another one, but that's fair. Like, I know a lot of people that didn't resonate with Days Gone, especially because at launch it was quite bad. But do you know what I always say? Days Gone came out at the very end of the PS4's life cycle. So I feel like, I don't know, it was April 2019, so it was like just before like the very end, and I think that could have easily waited and been like a PS5 launch title, because on the PS5, like with the PS4, you use as you uncovered more of the map, the PS4 Pro would sound like it was going to take off and you'd have like frame drops and everything, whereas the PS5 you get none of that. So I feel like the performance issues really let it down, and now we're not getting a sequel and all the rest of it. But yeah, like it's totally fine. There's games that I don't like where loads of people rave about it, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with Days Gone, but yeah, I love it. But yeah, the Ghost of Tsushima, that's again, it's like you said earlier, it's not that it's unique, but it kind of is in a way, because I don't remember the last time if we even had like a samurai open world adventure like that. But again, the visuals, I love how when you swiped up on the touchpad, the wind like was the direction as to where you needed to go for your objective. So the wind mechanic was really cool. The photo mode was out of this world. Like, that was crazy. You could change like the weather. You could have it so leaves were falling in front of the screen. Like, you could change like what the grass was doing. Like, Sucker Punch absolutely nailed Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm pretty sure there's another one coming. Again, no spoilers.
It has to be.
Yeah, and as well, there's been job listings for where it basically, they might as well say we're working on Ghost of Tsushima 2, we need people for it. But yeah, just everything, the visuals, the story. Again, it's another one where as the story progresses, you really sort of feel for Jin Sakai, the protagonist. You really sort of feel for Jin, and you want him to reach this objective and do what he needs to do. But along the way, the amount of photos I took in photo mode is nuts. Like it really grabbed me. There's you can get a photo mode and it's really basic. You have a few filters and things like that and stickers, but with Ghost of Tsushima, you had everything. You could change the position of the clouds. Like it was nuts. But yeah, that story, the setting, the visuals, it was almost like cartoony, but not at the same time. And yeah, and you could pet foxes and stuff, and we love animals in games. So
listen, Ghost of Tsushima, I say it all the time. I've said it about 100 times. Ghost of Tsushima is the best Assassin's Creed game ever made. Like, I feel like Ghost of Tsushima is why Ubisoft had to do Red, because Sakabachi Kanman made an Assassin's Creed that everyone's always wanted, but even better than we could have thought. So yeah, some of the things that you broke down on, the wind mechanic is so smart because
it's sick.
Traversal, so sick. Yeah, traversal in open world games, everything from a GTA to whatever, 9 times out of 10, all you're doing is watching the map. Like The Witcher, you're watching the map rather than looking at this incredible world. And they were like, all right, cool. They're going to take you to where you need to, and you get to see this beautiful island, but not have to just be looking at the map. That was incredible. Yeah. 2, for me, I'm way more into ninjas than I am into samurai. So I used to watch like a lot more ninja or kung fu movies than I watch samurai movies. And to be able to do all of that stealth ninja stuff was sick. Like, I don't know if you know of a PS1 game called Tenchu Stealth Assassin. And it's proper old school, and it's basically like PS1, and you're a ninja and you're climbing on rooftops and jumping. That was literally how I played. Like, at the beginning I was honorable, but then I was just going in the back. I was stealthing people, slicing people, dropping smoke bombs and stuff like that. And then one thing that's really cool is obviously the stances. When you went to the new island for the DLC, and then the enemies could change stances, and that changed the whole game. I was like, raw, like, I gotta remember the stances and stuff like that, and then the story and the lore. And Ghost of Tsushima is another example of why PlayStation, like, as much as people always take the mick of, oh, you're a PlayStation fanboy and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, they do incredible games. Like, their first party lineup is like next level. Ryan, we're running out of time. We're only a short form podcast, but before we go, I need to know, what's your most anticipated game? What is a game that you're really excited about?
Well, I was gonna say GTA 6, but that's kind of like a common answer in it. But yeah, probably, I'm a big Call of Duty fan, and I'm really looking forward to what Treyarch have got cooking for 2024, because that's going to be the first Call of Duty game in quite a number of years that will have had a full 3-year development. Because as we know, Modern Warfare 3 was put together in 18 months, something like that. So yeah, probably COD 2024. I know we've only just had Modern Warfare 3, but COD 2024. And just to quickly sneak it in as well, I hope we get some more info on Wolverine.
Listen, Wolverine, do you know what? Playing Spider-Man, talking about traversal, Spider-Man 2 has got the best traversal in a game ever.
Don't even get me started.
And then what they've been able to do, because it's funny, because I speak about this a lot. Back in the days, licensed games used to be trash. Like, licensed games, you'd be very rarely get a really good licensed games. The licensed games are so good now. The Avatar game is sick. The Spider-Man series is sick. Like, there's so many sick licensed games. Wolverine's gonna be just a whole nother level. And Ryan, do you play the campaigns in COD?
I do, yeah, I do. I know, like, the COD's campaigns are usually a lot of people don't really bother with them, but it depends. I mean, I do, yeah, but the ones that really resonate with me are the Modern Warfare series. The Modern Warfare 3 was a little bit disappointing, not gonna lie. It was alright, but yeah, I do play the campaigns. Cold War, Black Ops Cold War was good. Vanguard was alright, but I tend to play them, but I really like that in the last 2 years now they've done early access to the campaign like a week before, because I don't know about you, I don't know if you play much COD, but when all your friends are on, you're racing to prestige and you're getting all the weapons ranked up and the camos,
you don't want to be wasting your time playing a story when everyone's
so it gives
learning
me
a map.
time to like do the campaign, give my thoughts on my socials, and then I can focus on multiplayer the week after. So yeah, I still play the campaigns even without early access, but it'd be something that I do later on, not in the beginning. But yeah, the Modern Warfare campaigns in years gone by have been class, so good.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2019 was awesome.
I literally love the campaigns, and so the tryout version that's coming out in 2024. I'm really excited to see what they do with the campaign, and with the Modern Warfare 3 campaign we got. It wasn't bad, but it weren't great, and I hope that they make it a lot more traditional, more grand, and more exciting. Ryan, we've run out of time. We're only a short form podcast. It's really, really cool talking to you. I really love the visuals that you're doing. I'm super happy that you're actually been a tool of linked up with Sal and go to the Logitech thing and have a new inspiration and excitement to be able to create content, have yourself forward facing. I'm super glad that you came into the podcast. Your visuals are clean. They look super dope. Keep doing great things. If people are feeling your vibe, they're feeling your energy, and they want to check out more of you, where are you sending them to find you?
So it's at Ralexxanderr, Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, just drop me a follow on there. I post some stuff on Twitter that gets to Instagram, but primarily if you want to see everything, Instagram is the main place. But yeah, so it's at Ralexxanderr.
Yeah, go check out Ryan over there on Insta. And check us out too. Make sure you give us a like and follow. Once again, thank you for all of the support on the channel. We're working towards that 5K, so make sure you hit us up with a subscribe. We out of here. Peace.
Thank you. Cheers.